marching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey, and he stopped him. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Mayfield now. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Here's Mayfield. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Arnold Ebiketie racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. They got to figure this out. They got to figure him out. 4 sacks last week. Now 1 in the first quarter. What do?
Well, great pass rushers usually have a go-to move, but the best pass rushers, they have counters to their go-to move. So they'll show you that. Then when you adjust, they counter it and still get to the quarterback. And you don't pile up that many sacks. What do you have, 4 in the game last week? Without having some go-to moves with counters.
Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready. Right at the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
They always say that real estate is about location. Well, guess what? When it's a slant route, the quick ones, timing, timing, timing. You got to be able to lead your man with the football.
And the timing off right there, threw it behind him. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll set up to throw. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They're going to look to throw. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he's going to have the Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Falcons at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. And they come in riding high. Just 1 loss in their last 7 games.
And I like the way that this team is winning football games because they're doing it the way that coaches love to preach. Penalties at a minimum because they've been very disciplined, very focused in their business.
It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. We often give credit to the O-line there. Two tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it in every position, and we just saw there some linebackers that can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Well, not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block.
This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Falcons' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now
and
they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'm trying to do better here. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
I don't know if he was just working through progressions or just unaware of the pressure, but no matter. Excellent work by the defense to get him to the ground before he could escape the pocket.
Following the sack, Mayfield and the Panthers staring at a 3rd and long here. Looking to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Panthers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but his defense, they're able to take advantage.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. These two teams all tied after 1. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
Now that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum. Or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top. Or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on 3rd down.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
On play action, they'll throw. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
Are you ready? Hey, full speeders. Ready?
They'll go left side here with Michel. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that's caught. It's Bryan Edwards. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Really good, smart play by the defense, understanding 3rd and short, guarding the 1st down sticks, and being able to make a play on the football and bat it down.
Ready.
They'll try and throw for it here. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. 1st and 10, it's Patterson. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 18 yards there, down to the 18, and a 1st down. Straight ahead, Patterson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Okay.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw here. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
Ultra. Go ultra. Check smash.
They'll go. It's Patterson. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And the Panthers defense able to deliver the goal line stand. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Play fake. Mayfield. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety.
Normally we think about big swings and scores before a half. We think offense, but this time their defense made the play. Instant pressure off the snap, and they weren't going to let him find a way to escape.
Here comes Cohen. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room.
Rolling to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Yetur Gross-Matos getting in there to make the play. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But the Falcons were able to recover, so they will keep possession. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burned the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the 2nd half gets underway. And we will not have a run back here as the 2nd half starts with a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the 1st half.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Hey, cross field. Jack route.
On second down, a run with Patterson.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. They'll drop to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And some space here.
And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 40-yard line.
It's a big play there for Atlanta. 42 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Patterson, he'll try it up the middle.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
63 yards on the ground for him so far.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to make a big one.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion.
They'll go again with Patterson.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. They'll set up a throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. They'll give him 4 yards there. And just like that, it's third down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up a fourth down.
Ready.
They're running it. It's Michel. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Sonny Michel, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Falcons take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
On second down, McCaffrey fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing, Mayfield. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
midfield to throw for it on fourth. He's going to look deep for more. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. A right side run with Patterson. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Cordero Patterson. A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Ritter will throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for two successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. And the formula there on the two-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw, Mayfield. He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete. Oh, he's got a little daylight. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Carolina.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, and this is one of the best runs you'll see. A lot of times on these long touchdowns, you'll say he gets into the end zone untouched, but not here. He fought his way through contact, and it barely even registered, and he just continued down the field all the way to the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead down to 10, 24-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. A good game there on first down. That run will get them 7 up to the 32-yard line.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Once more, they turn to Patterson. And he goes out right around the 39.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Patterson running between the tackles. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 3 quarters have come and gone. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Let's go.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
They'll run with Patterson.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go. Here we go.
Back to throw here.
Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. He will have the conversion and more than that.
Touchdown, Falcons!
Kyle Pitts.
His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Falcons add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Crew able to connect on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. And he wisely will throw that one away. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Tack McKinley in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for more. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
The scoreboard tells a story for them, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. When you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was 4th down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we end up taking possession of the ball. But you're exactly right about it. Should have slapped it down. Field position would be better for his offense. But how many times do you get a chance to make an interception that you turn it down? That's when your instinct kicks in and you take the football. In this case, a better decision would have been to knock the ball down.
Yeah, he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A gain there of 21 yards. Normally, you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Jeremy Chin there defensively.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Down. Check back.
A handoff for Patterson. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Ready?
Here's Patterson again. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. On the crossing route, complete. It's Edwards. And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
On the ball.
They'll run with Patterson. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
And they will run it with Michelle. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Let's go.
They'll come out in the pistol. Back to throw. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. He will be brought down well shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And the Panthers defense able to deliver the goal line stand. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. I guess at this point, Charles, heck, why not take some shots?
I would agree with that totally, because a big play can't hurt at all. Heck, you might get a pass interference call out of it. Somehow the ball might get tipped up and you come down with it. Might not do too much for the result of the game, but it could add to your stats.
Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw here into the hands of Moore.
And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Atlanta,
they moved to 7-1 on the year with the victory.
And next week they get to stay home again as the Los Angeles Chargers come to town. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals.